Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and that you've had a nice kind of week between Christmas and New Year. Ours been very quiet. We took the friend that was staying with us for Christmas, we took her back to where she lives on Monday, and then just kind of the rest of the week it's just been mum and dad and I. We haven't done very much. We've just chilled really. We have a jigsaw on the go that we started on Christmas Day. I thought we'd have been finished it by now, but we haven't. But that's fine. We had a nice Christmas, slightly stressful in that our main oven went on the main oven door is like two glass panels, and the outside one kind of decided to come off, or half off. On the 23rd, we actually have a guy coming to see about it tomorrow. Yeah, New Year's Day. Anytime between 8 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we have a guy coming to try and repair our oven. So we didn't actually use the oven at all until actually Christmas Day. We decided, no, we'll just go with we're lucky we've got a double oven, so we used the small one up until Christmas Day. But now when we're using the oven, it's a two-person job. It's like one person like pulls open and holds the bottom bit of the glass door, you know, in place, while the other person puts stuff in the oven. So that's been kind of the fun and games of, you know, our build up to Christmas. But apart from that, Christmas was really, really nice. So I'm here today to do my January TBR. Yeah, I've decided to do a sort of TBR for the first wee while and just sort of see how it goes, or even actually for the whole year, see how it goes. So I have three main prompts that I want to use this month. And the first one is Sarah over the Bookish Knitter has come up with a TBR bingo card. And when I looked at my pile of TBR books, I was like, I'm going to do this. So she pulled the first two numbers the other day. I hadn't made my bingo card up by that point. I actually didn't watch that video until about 10 minutes ago. And what I did was I got my parents to choose 24 numbers between 1 and 56. And then I then put them into the bingo card, and then I watched the video to find out what books were pulled. So the first book that was pulled was number 5, and that is The Christmas Kiss by Virginia McCulloch. It is part of the Back to Bluestone River series. Never read this. I think I've read one Virginia McCulloch before and really, really enjoyed it. So I'm actually going to be starting my year with a Harlequin Heartwarming, which was published in December of 2019, and it is number 310. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. The back says, recently divorced Parker Davis needs to focus on his new job so he can provide a stable home for his daughter in time for the Christmas holidays. The problem is, he's frequently at odds with his boss. He and Emma O'Connell approach everything differently, yet he finds her intriguing, and Bluestone River festivities keep pushing them together, often enough that people at odds could find themselves evenly matched in love. So it sounds a really, really nice read. The next number that was pulled was number 6, and for me that was Summer in Provence by Lucy Coleman. I read a couple of Lucy Coleman books and quite enjoy it, or enjoy her writing, so I'm looking forward to this one. So this was Is a change as good as a rest? When married couple Fern and Aidan have a windfall, their reactions could not be more different. While Fern is content to pay off their mortgage before starting a family, her husband is set to travel the world. Fern's not much of a backpacker, so instead the idea of a marriage gap year takes shape, and as Aidan heads off to the wilds of Australia, Fern chooses the more restful Chateau d'Auvergne in Provence for her year out. As their year unfolds in very different ways, will the time apart transform their marriage, or will it drive Fern and Aidan even further apart? So that sounds really, really interesting. So I'm looking forward to both those books. I think they will be a very good start to the new year. I then have 2 books on my Kindle that I need to review for NetGalley. One is Tailing Trouble by Laura Scott. I really don't know very much about this book. I'm going into it blind. All I know is that it's a cozy mystery, so I am looking forward to that. And then the second one, I think just the title, I had to get it, Murder at a Scottish Social by Tracy Hall. And I've got a sneaking suspicion this one comes out on Burns night. If this has Burns stuff in it, I am going to scream, because I am a Scot who hates Burns, okay? Shh! I don't like Burns, I don't like haggis, I don't like turnip. There you go. Shh! Don't tell people. Yeah, so if it's got Burns in it, it will turn me completely off this book, so fingers crossed it doesn't. So those are my 2 NetGalleys for this month, or for January. And then there's my buddy read with Rebecca, the Colourful Book Nester. We are going to read Her Royal Spyness by Rhys Bowen. I am really looking forward to this. Rebecca's read, I think, number 3 in the series, so we're going back to the beginning. And from the premise, it's another kind of, like, it's a mystery, but I'm not too sure. It's set in the early 1900s, I think. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. So those are my 5 priority books for January. If I only get those 5 read, I will be very, very happy. If I get more than that read, great, but I'm not going to push it. As if you've seen my kind of 2020 goals video, I am not going to push my reading this year. I'm going to read at probably a slower pace and see how I get on. I have managed to read so far this year, or in 2021, I think I came out at 159, and I'm 25% of the way through a book on my Kindle at the moment. Whether I will continue reading that tonight, or whether I start one of my other ones, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I am enjoying it. It's a short story. I'm actually in the middle of one of the short stories, so I'll maybe finish that tonight and then start one of the others. But yeah, so that's my January TBR. Please let me know down below in the comments, have you read any of the books I've mentioned? Do any of them sound interesting, either by the title or from the 2 that I read? What have you got in your January TBR? And are you participating in Sarah's TBR bingo? I will leave details to Sarah's video down below. I'd really like to know. But whatever you do, friends, have a happy new year and a safe new year. I hope that 2022 brings us all that we wish for, for most people I say health, wealth and happiness. And again, whatever else you wish for. But whatever you do, friends, stay safe and happy reading. Bye.